least I asked. You just take things and you'd rather ask for forgiveness than for permission.
Yesterday, oh bro, can I have a monster? Got your monster. Oh bro, can I have a yazoo? Got your yazoo. And what is that?
I drove to the warehouse. Do I get...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for driving for once.
I should have paid.
Is Saturday, the 20th of September. This is the beginning of a whole new series. Just going through the plan for the day. Already got the morning walk done. I've got all my ingredients. I went shopping the other day, so I've got everything I need for Callum's off-season plan. This series is going to be called New Era. This is episode 1. We're not doing hard body shredding anymore. That ended with the show day. We're not even doing hard body bulking, which I've done in the past. This whole new off-season vibe feels like a new era, because for the first time ever, from everything that I learned, from everything that you saw Callum say to me on and off camera about taking the off season seriously and actually stepping into the potential of the results that might be received from an actual structured off season. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be now. It's going to be off the back of my first ever pro show. So the new era of bodybuilding and me stepping into the future of what I want to see on stage for myself and the feeling I want to feel, not like I just felt over last weekend. Because obviously when I was there, I was seeing these guys, I was seeing first call outs, second call outs. I was like looking at them from behind. It was almost like I was experiencing this from the third person, seeing it from outside, and I was like, that is exactly how I want to feel. That is exactly my goal. That is exactly what I want. So prep might have ended, but it's actually just begun. Bless you.
Trying to find that gold. Side on the corner, feeling brand new gold. Got a brand new phone. Side on the corner, feeling brand new gold. Trying to find that gold. But diamonds designing the match. Broken, I'm bony, but still got some cash. Making it dash when I'm running up. Calm down, don't know how to relax. Rally the beast, ripping the beat. Killer, cam, killer.
Gets better. One of the great things now about not being on prep but following the plan, crap. I can put as much Walden Farms on anything as I want. Banana and peanut butter, absolutely splendid. Put the sauce here, fold it over, clean the plate, and boom, the perfect omelette. Unfortunately, I don't have enough Rice Krispies because Stu ate them. Thanks, Stu, for eating my post-workout meal. The first time I get post-workout cereal in 4 months, and it's gone.
You'd rather ask for forgiveness than for permission.
These are going to be stale now because I've had these for ages. They're just not the same, are they? Smell that.
Go on, taste it.
It's a bit rank,
yeah,
isn't it?
taste it out.
Alright. I basically need 150 grams. And then I'll add cinnamon cereal, 40 grams to 400 milliliters of unsweetened almond milk. And it's basically cinnamony, milky. It's really healthy as well, obviously, because it's unsweetened almond milk. And I look forward to this post-workout cereal every day. Meal prep is done. Meal 1, eggs and oats. It's very similar to prep, it's just a lot more of it and I can be a bit more adventurous. We've got meal 2, a space for meal 3, and then post-workout cereal meal 4. So what is meal 3 gonna be? Your boy might have just picked a meal prep sponsor called Nutrigenic. There was actually only one meal prep sponsor I wanted in the entirety of the UK, and it was these guys.
Because there's no additives in, the meals only last for like 3-4 days.
So because of the fact that like you split up the deliveries between like days, it means that you don't have to put things in to preserve them so they stay fresh and nice. The Tupperware, by the way, is really good quality. Like it's very robust. We've got bolognese, shakshuka meatball, deli butter chicken. Macros on this meal are 12 fat, 39 grams of carbs, 45 grams of protein. This is gonna be like prep, considering the fact that I'm able to replace the meals that I have on plan with the meatball meal for meal 5. I obviously have beef and rice. They give me meatballs and rice. Same thing, and it makes my life super easy. A naked burrito, which is 8 fat, 52 carb, and 44 protein. As you can see, clean, simple, weighed out, great quality ingredients. Nutrigenic are gonna be the top link in the description. Code Hardbody is gonna save you 50% off your first week, 25% off every week after that, but you have to use the commit plan. I'm committing to progress on this off season. The commit plans are 4 weeks, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks. When you get these meals, you get a massive discount. They're gonna come straight to the door. If you get 12, they're gonna come pretty sure like a Wednesday and a Saturday, but every single day. If you're as busy as me, you have work, you have school. I have just spent 16 weeks on prep in the kitchen. I really enjoy prepping my meals every single day, but if I can replace 2, like I'm not gonna cook chef quality stuff in the kitchen. I want speed, I want efficiency, which is why this is easy for me to do. But am I gonna make tender brisket? Am I gonna be there with my slow cooker? No, but you can have it with code Hardbody. So, Nutrigenic, you are legends for hooking me up with this. I can't wait to see what you guys think of the meals. I'm pretty efficient with the way I eat my eggs, to be fair, because obviously I fold it in half. It's just easy.
You never eat it.
When I travel, I do this. Yeah, but it just feels a bit more like, ugh. Two people, who's bigger? Or, who's bigger? I sit here, do a little bit of work on my phone. I got this like stand from Timo. Listen to that. That is good quality. I'll be here for a little bit, and then pre-workout's made, meals are prepped. We're gonna be heading to the gym in about 15-20 minutes. Breakfast is now being digested. It was aided by standing here and steaming a bunch of clothes that you're gonna see a little bit later on in the video, because I'm gonna do an Alphalete haul, probably outside the gym, because we're going to the gym to obviously smash a leg workout, but also to get some pictures for the new drop for Alphalete. But steaming, freaking, I'm out of breath. I don't know if it's like the cheat days I had over the 2 days, but like my cardio health has gone down considerably. Well, I got a crazy shoulder pump as well, which is pretty nice. But also that's another thing. With the chemical reaction that's happened within my body through consuming copious amounts of calories with my action 2.5 days off plan that Callum gave me, getting a pump, I can look at weights and be pumped. Rather before, I'd have to have an entire workout and really push it to achieve any kind of pump. So now, doing things like walking up the stairs and like, oh, my glutes are pumped, my calves are pumped. It's actually quite nice, actually. By the way, ironing is overrated. Steaming is always going to be king. So if you're still ironing your stuff, you're living in the 90s. Here is where the pieces are hung up. We've got very, very clean, neutral vibes this time. I will say though, the mesh they've used on the shorts this time is like silk. But what else is next level is what I'm about to show you. Hardbody has a new drop coming on the 9th of October. I'm going to be using the pieces or some of it, because I'm also testing a sample, because the single ply drop went so well, we're releasing double ply. Discrepancy is the top hemline is actually going to be the same color as the sleeve on these, and the logo is a bit higher, whereas the single ply, the logo goes a little bit lower. It's because the stitching machine can't sew it in because the material is too thick, and it has a black top hemline. But we thought to create discrepancy so you can know the difference between double ply and single ply, I'm going to be testing these out today because we have legs. But those aren't dropping. What is dropping is what I'm about to show you. Every time I put a fresh lever on a fresh belt, it's like, I imagine like a jewelry maker, you know, and he's got his diamond and he's spent so long on it and he's like polishing it. That's what this feels like. We make sure we use the best materials, the most durable, we spend the money. I could get these products made so much cheaper. I won't slack on the quality and the durability of everything. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on all Hardbody equipment products, because I stand by the quality. Like if you're not happy and it didn't last the test of time, you get a new one. Obviously we've got like rules and regulations that you can't like get your belt, smash it off a wall and be like, lifetime warranty, because we can tell. But when you invest in quality, you expect quality to last. And have you seen something more aesthetic? If you're the type of person that likes wearing blacks and greys and whites and neutral tones in the gym, this is going to be freaking awesome. Look how well it matches with the grey, but you can mix and match and it literally goes with everything. So that's one of the things we want to do at Hardbody too, is have every colour for every person, for every style, for every size, all the best it can be. This gym is in Redditch and it's in the middle of nowhere, but shot here before for some products, and all I could do was walk around the gym and be like, oh my god, I cannot wait to actually train here. Decided for New Era episode 1 to come to a gym that you're gonna love. Because of the time, I'm gonna have my pre-workout meal quickly. They have a microwave inside, so I'm gonna eat that and then drink Le Pre and get warmed up. This is my second leg day back after competing, and the first leg day back was after I had like the 2.5 days off, and the pump was painful. So I think now some of the water retention is draining away, I'll actually be able to like get a decent amount of like working sets in. When it comes to the way Callum has like devised this off-season plan, is he's giving me the split, because in the beginning he wants me to just basically like get used to like following like this workout routine, see how my body does on the calories he's giving me. I'm going to do a full day of eating video. You'll see how I'm hitting the 4,000+ calories that he's given me, but it's giving me everything I need to feel like normal, maintain a lean physique, because my fat's actually quite low still. The calories are quite high based on literally just carbohydrate intake. Different calories on rest day, so when you see the plan on the full day of eating, you'll know why I'm happy, because like it's so like continuous of prep, but in such like a more doable, maintainable way. It's officially the off season. I bought this t-shirt in Germany for these workouts. For the workouts where I remember the placing that I got at the show, remembering this is the off season, and that everything that was said and learned and experienced in the country of Germany during the pro debut is something that needs to now be actioned, spoken and acted into fruition. And this t-shirt is sort of like a little representation of that, considering I literally bought it about 15 minutes after stepping on stage. And we are in Sanctum. This is one of the off-season gyms we're going to be utilizing for like different workouts. Obviously we're going to be at Elite Fitness in Redditch. If you do want to come here, it's literally called Sanctum. If you Google it, you'll find it if you are in the local area. We're going to map out the workout properly. I'm going to finish drinking my pre-workout and then we're going to absolutely annihilate ourselves. But the thing is, I was bone dry shredded in stage condition 6 days ago. So I have to treat these workouts with an essence of respect to know that I can't lift the weights that I would lift on the off season. So everything is slow, everything's controlled as it's meant to be, but I'm just not as strong as I know that I will be in the next like 2-3 months when everything comes back. Doing it with like respect to my physique and the longevity of it is gonna be the reason that we're able to do this sport for many, many years to come. You know what? Even the carb-raise machine is 10-10. Really good. The Cybex leg extension plate-loaded machine with sport for choice. You got a pin-loaded one. Like they have a hoist leg extension, which like moves you as you go. But if you've been treated to Cybex, you respect your Cybex and you use the Cybex. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, chatting absolute shit. The endorphins of a leg pump. I'm gonna get absolutely massive. You guys have no idea. My last off season, I think I'll deep dive into it a lot more, like as the videos go on. But realistically, my last off season, from when I tore my shoulder, was 2 months of not being able to train. Then 2 more months of being demotivated. Then 7 months of being half in, half out, building Hardbody, over doubling the revenue monthly for the company, bringing out new products and all this sort of stuff, right? So I gave the off season 20%, but I achieved my best physique to date, the biggest I've been and the leanest I've been, by basically not giving a f. 20%. Can you even imagine what 100% is going to look like? I can't imagine it, but I'm here to find out. I love this fucking exercise. I love it so much I don't even like to hold on. I have to crucifix myself. You know what, the single ply knee sleeves were made for this. The depth. I could just sit here for ages. My fucking knee flexion and ankle flexion is not of this world. Mate, this gym is fucking savage. The swing squat, we're gonna be swinging into some fucking gains. You know what? 1.5 plates is actually pretty fucking heavy, you know. I've not used this for a few years, but it's very humbling how quickly it gets heavy. 1 plate I was like easy, 1.5 plates, it gets up there, but we're gonna put another 5 on, stick on the single ply. If that feels good, we'll go 2. But man, you know what I feel like I'm experiencing right now? I feel like I'm experiencing remembering what it is to love training. Because you lose that on prep at the end, because the sessions are all about ticking the box and getting it done. Because you know you're not gonna build any muscle in the deficit you're in, taking what you're taking, but when the food's good, and the stack's good, you know that every rep you do, you're growing. It has a different kind of feeling. It's really good. Just a little nugget. That'll do nicely. Now, I've been using single ply for over a year now because we started with the black and then now we release grey, purple and red. But this is actually going to be my first ever time using the double ply, which essentially adds a little bit more compression to the sleeve, a little bit more warmth. It's still not on the level of 7mm neoprene, but it's like the perfect balance between our thicker sleeve and the single ply, especially if you get them quite tight. The benefit about single ply is it's very stretchy, so even if you buy a size that's a little bit too small, you can stretch it over, it will stretch to you, and it will just be even more compressive. It'll just help you a little bit, because single ply doesn't really help you at all. It doesn't make you stronger, you can't really bounce out the hole on single ply, but on double ply, it does give you a little bit of aid, which is quite nice. I love these sleeves, I love them. Right, we're definitely going 2 plates. We're actually just going to stick a 25 on because why not? We're here to grow, so increase by the 10. Saw it get a little bit harder, obviously 15, double ply on, much easier, so increase by another 10. We're just going to see it, this will be the top set now. So I'm just going to try and get as many reps as possible on this. And then our back off is actually not going to be a back off on this. It's going to be Smith machine front squats, but close stance, because this is a quad dominant leg day on the program. Next one is a hamstring dominant and glute dominant program, workout, sorry. So this is all about the quads. That's a lot heavier. Oh, very nice. Black anti starts. Very nice. I like. Wow, oh, you are. Decided to do high bar squats instead because for some reason my legs feel like they compress a lot more than I can like physically put on my collarbones. 1 plate, 1.5 plate is nowhere near enough than what my legs can do right now. So we've decided to do high bar instead. My legs are already absolutely cooked from the swing squat thing, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah. You know what? I'm not strong enough yet. That's crazy. I have lost a lot of strength. I feel like if I was fresh, that wouldn't have been heavy, but my quads are kind of cooked. I am absolutely cooked. I feel like I'm 2 weeks out again. Oh, it doesn't end, does it? Look at legs. Legs can suck a fat one. Oh, God. What an absolute massacre that was. I feel like I've been violated. I was trying to reach down to pick up my bag after the session and my knees literally started to shake. We've obviously got the post-workout meal, almond milk, protein powder, carbohydrates. Splendid that was. For the first episode of a new series, I feel like there's just no better way to start an off-season than with a savage leg day. Obviously, I've been doing this for the last 4 days because every single session has felt better and better and better and better. The first leg day, like I said, was a little bit of like kind of weird because it was just off the back of having like loads of cheat food, which obviously when you have done that, when you've had like a mad binge, because it was a mad binge, having not been able to eat anything for 16 weeks and then Callum being like, bro, you can send it. I pulled the trigger. I want to tell you about the last meal I had before I went back on plan. So it was crunchy nut cornflakes in a bowl with white chocolate Maltesers, the coconut balls, the white coconut balls, what are they called? Raffellos. I had about 6 Raffellos, half a bag of white chocolate Maltesers, 3 Kinder Buenos, like full fat milk, all mixed into like the crunchy nut cornflakes. And I swear, the sugar rush after that was delightful. I woke up in the morning and my face was was massive. It feels good to be eating normal food again. That's actually going to be it for the first episode of New Era. You may notice that we haven't actually recorded this one ourselves. I'm going to go into that in one of the future episodes because we do have obviously help with vlogs now, which is fucking sick. Because obviously I'm always doing this, but when I'm doing this, I can't focus on this. So now I have this. But yeah, probably 2 videos a week. So obviously we've got consistent videos. The series actually never officially ended. It just leveled up. So if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, turn on notifications, subscribe if you haven't already because it really helps the channel grow. And I'll see you in the next episode of New Era. Peace.